Ever wonder why some people seem to build wealth effortlessly while other people, maybe earning the exact same income, are always broke? Well, the answer isn't what you'd expect, and it has almost everything to do with this invisible battle happening inside your mind.
So let's just forget about your paycheck for a second. The biggest thing holding you back from wealth isn't your job. It's the set of beliefs and habits that are just running on autopilot in the back of your mind. It's an internal game long before it ever becomes an external one.
I mean, we all know these two people, right? They make the exact same salary, but their financial lives are just worlds apart. Person A feels totally trapped on that hamster wheel, just running and running. Meanwhile, person B is actually building real financial freedom. And this isn't about luck. It is all about mindset.
So what is the secret sauce? What's the real difference here? We're about to break down the mental codes that separate these two realities. And you're going to want to stick around, because I've got a quick wealth mindset test at the end that's going to show you exactly where you stand right now.
It all starts with what I call the invisible battle. Most of us think the enemy is a bad economy or low salary. But the real fight, the one that truly decides where you end up, is happening right between your ears.
And look, this isn't just some feel-good pop psychology. This is real science. Researchers at Princeton actually put people inside MRI machines and scanned their brains while they thought about money, and what they saw is a total game changer for understanding wealth.
Get this, when faced with financial stress, the broke brain basically panics. Its problem-solving areas literally shut down. But the wealthy brain, it lights up like a Christmas tree. It sees a challenge and immediately starts hunting for solutions and opportunities. It's not about being smarter. It's about having a brain that's been trained to handle the pressure.
This quote from the investor Naval Ravikant just hits the nail on the head. The mindset that sees challenges as opportunities, well, that's the same one that gets that real wealth isn't just about trading more of your time for more dollars. It's about creating systems and value that work for you, even when you're not.
And this kind of mental training leads us right into what I call the great belief gap. Because the biggest gap between the wealthy and everyone else, it's not in their bank accounts. It starts with the actual words they use every single day.
This is such a simple shift, but it is so profound. I can't afford that is a statement. It's a full stop, a dead end. It literally tells your brain to shut down. But asking, how can I afford that? That's a question. It flips a switch, engages your problem-solving skills, and forces you to get creative. One is a period, the other is a launch pad.
And make no mistake, this isn't just about semantics. It's a direct chain of command. The words you use literally shape your thoughts. Your thoughts then dictate the actions you take. And your actions, day in and day out, create your financial destiny. It's a straight line from your language to your reality.
Okay, so if our mindset is programmed into us, can we actually change it? Yes, absolutely. And that brings us to the most important part of this whole explainer, reprogramming your mindset. Just think of it like updating the financial operating system that's been running your life in the background.
And here's the wild part. This programming happens super early. By the time you're just 7 years old, your fundamental beliefs about money, what it is, how it works, what it means, are already downloaded into your subconscious from the world around you. That becomes your default setting for life.
Do any of these sound familiar? Money doesn't grow on trees. Or maybe rich people are all greedy. Or the big one, it's better to be safe than sorry. These common scripts, which we just soak up as kids, can actually cause us to subconsciously sabotage our own success later in life.
But here is the most powerful, most empowering part of this whole thing. You are not stuck with that childhood programming. Not at all. Your brain is incredibly plastic, and you can consciously decide to overwrite that old, limiting code with something new. So how do you do it? Well, you start by installing new scripts. Instead of seeing money as evil, see it as a tool for freedom. Instead of thinking growth is selfish, understand that the more you grow, the more you have to give. And start believing that you attract wealth not by chasing it, but by creating real value in the world. All right, it is time for that test I promised you. Let's find out which operating system your brain is currently running on. For these next 3 statements, just be totally honest with yourself. What's your immediate gut reaction? Okay, first one up. I work hard, but never seem to get ahead. Do you find yourself agreeing with that? That feeling of just spinning your wheels, putting in all the effort, but seeing zero progress? Just notice that first instinct. All right, statement number 2, rich people had it easier than me. Is there a little part of you that believes wealth is mostly about luck or connections or some kind of unfair advantage that you just didn't get? And finally, number 3, this one's a classic.
I'll start saving when I earn more. The idea that building wealth is something that happens later, when everything is perfect. Do you agree with that?
So how'd you do? If you found yourself nodding along to any of those, hey, don't worry about it. It doesn't mean you're broken. All it is a clear diagnosis. Your brain's current wiring is set up for a world of scarcity. But the good news is, now that you know that, you can start the work of rewiring it for growth and opportunity.
This whole rewiring process all leads up to what I call the ultimate reframe. It's a huge shift in perspective where you stop chasing what you don't have and you start attracting what you want.
Here it is. This is the core secret of the wealth mindset. Money is a byproduct. It's just a reflection of the value you create. The real obsession isn't on stacking cash. It's on solving problems, mastering skills, and genuinely helping other people.
So this really leaves you with two clear paths. You can spend your life chasing cash, which will always feel like it's running away from you. Or you can put all of your focus on creating value. Because when you become more valuable to the world, money doesn't need to be chased. It is naturally drawn to you. So I'll leave you with a question to really think about. Based on everything we just went over, what is the one single limiting belief about money that you are going to commit to changing this year? Because the person you become in the process of creating value will always attract the wealth you desire.